All right, everyone. We are back. We're here. We're in Miami. We're in the studio. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys hung in there. Thank you very much. Look, listen, guys. I was trying to make it so things could be in, tighter focus, so we can get a camera shot. We didn't get the whole background in, but we're exposing the studio here today. The studio is just completely doxed. My old studio. This is my old setup in Miami in my old apartment. And this is what it used to look like, what I used to stream from. It is definitely not the bathroom. It is definitely a little bit different than the bathroom, guys. A little bit of a mix-up. So good to see everybody in the chat. Somebody said check sound. So am I low right now, or am I too high? S is in the chat if it sounds good. F's in the chat if the sound is bad. Just want to make sure that the sound is good and everything is sounding all right. I know you guys missed the bathroom. Look, I know you miss it, but we'll be back there next week. Do not worry. Do not worry. We'll be back in Korea. But yeah, right now I'm in Miami. Thank you. So even Andy is in the chat. Wow. Shocked and amazed. So I got a haircut today, so it's looking good here. Got the weird Miami fade here going on. It's gonna be real busy this week for me. I had a collaboration that I did with Valiant Renegade from my house in Miami. That my internet connection there is absolutely terrible. I felt bad because there were blotchy elements, and that was definitely on me and my bad internet connection. This is my old apartment. Fortunately, I still have good connections in Miami where I can randomly ask somebody to use their apartment as a studio, and they'll be dumb enough to say yes to me. But it's good to be back. It's good to be back in the United States. My favorite thing was getting on that plane and not having to wear a mask. That was 100% worth it. Okay, so the comments from the chat. Everybody's commenting on the hair. So let's go on the best comments for the hair. Your hair looks like a typhoon hit it. That's a good one. Nick fade. No. Listen, I was getting fades long before Nick was ever even getting haircuts. I don't think Nick even got haircuts before I got on the stream. I think he decided to get haircuts because of me, and he cannot be upstaged. Grow your hair long like a gangster. I could do that. That's an option. Diavasar says, I got a notification from Logic about his stream entitled The Gay Jewish Agenda. What did he mean by this? Well, I mean, he just meant the Jewish agenda. I mean, you can just cut out. You can just go straight to the point, right? I mean, it's a little bit extra to add the gay to it, right? All right, so say this in your best Kim from North Korea impression. I see you, legal mindset. I'm coming from you. You bring dishonor to Korea. Is that good? Did I do good in Fantasy I Die? I hope you enjoyed that. The things I do for that. Andy asks, how long are you back in the United States? I'm here for a week. I am going to be here until May 2nd. Then I fly back through LA. I am hoping I don't get arrested there. And I will be back in Korea for like 2 weeks. And then I'll be back in America at the end of May and June. I'll be back then. And then I'll be in America again in late June. Andy knows why we'll be in America. And only Andy knows. It's a secret. It's a secret between me, Andy, and Attorney Tom. Jay Liebgott, happy birthday, brother. I would always wish you a happy birthday, especially if you make sure you subscribe to the channel. All right, guys. So, Stormy says she's going to sing you happy birthday in a Marilyn, I assume a Marilyn Monroe voice. That is good. So you can be Mr. President, Jay Liebgott. So I sound American tonight. Okay. What was I sounding Korean before? I wasn't like annyeonghaseyo. Oh, what's up, Artifacts? Good to see you, brother. My boy, he's still there in Korea while I'm here in America. But we're like trading places. Like I'm going back to Korea when he's coming back to America. But it was awesome to hang out with him. Are visa runs still a viable way to live in South Korea? So visa runs were actually not a thing that you could not do a visa run during Corona. Now that they've lifted restrictions, you can do visa runs. So they actually are still viable. Of course, visa runs are kind of frowned upon. Now, for those who don't know, a visa run is when essentially you go on a tourist visa, a 3 month tourist visa. On like the day before your visa runs out, you leave the country, go somewhere else, and then come back. And you can even do it on the same day. That still is a viable strategy for Korea now that everything is lifted. Now, countries with extra corona restrictions, they're not. That's not viable. But for Korea, it is viable. Bronca thinks all you guys go to Amber's Yahtzee youth camp. Wait, what? See, Neil, is that serious? Does Bronca really think that? Oh, that's because of Ilsa, right? Her haircut where she looked like Ilsa the Nazi. Yeah, she definitely, bro, her haircuts, and we're going to talk about this today because her copying people's haircuts, it's got to stop. It's getting really out of hand. Her copying like Dr. Mommy, that was insane. Like literally the moment that and I'm going to cover this tomorrow. But the moment that she throws on her glasses, like the doctor had her glasses, she threw on her glasses, and the doctor was fucking explaining at the exact same time how people with personality disorders mimic people's behaviors because they do not have a strong self-identity. And literally, she did that contemporaneous. It was beautiful. Shout out to Valiant Renegade. Thanks for coming on. Outstanding conversation. And folks are really loving the video. Hopefully it won't be the last time working in tandem. Cheers. No, Valiant, bro. I am glad to come on. Valiant Renegade. Check out his channel. He does some really great content. Really cool dude. Thanks for having me on, despite the internet issues, despite the craziness of me traveling around and trying to figure out this crazy life of internet streamery. But a really good conversation on Disney. I actually have some follow-up today based on our video. So a lot of people out there, a lot of the Disney simps, a lot of the mainstream media that is in the pocket for the mouse, they are there. They are down with the LGBTQ++ agenda of Disney and everything they want to do. They are on all fours for the rat. They're coming out and just taking every possible argument they could get. Every single possible argument to try to save Disney and try to save Reedy Creek. Unfortunately, none of them are Florida attorneys and none of them know about special districts and special district law. Well, your boy Legal Mindset, he may not specialize in much, but I definitely specialize in special districts. This is my area of expertise. So everybody else on the internet, in the media, they're all my bitch when it comes to this topic because they don't know shit. I've reviewed more cases, more case law on this. Nobody can top me on this particular subject. Come at me, bro. So I'll be going to be covering that today and something that Valiant sent me regarding what the Miami Herald said. One of the blue pill woke institutions, newsletters that's out there. I mean, they're total shills. The Miami Herald has no integrity, much like many of our publications around the United States. Oh, yes, that's the movie. It was Amber, She-Wolf of the SS. Thank you, Danielle. Thank you. Jay Leapcott says, are they looking for investment bankers in Korea? Jay, they're always looking for investment bankers. And I'll tell you another thing, too. If you come over there as an investment banker, you are going to be picking up some mad honeys. And I'm talking about the young, the older, the ajimas. You're going to be picking up everybody. It is prime for a sexy investment banker to haul themselves over to Korea. All right, so I think we're caught up here. All right, so let's just start about talking about this fucking meltdown because, as you guys know, we had a thing that happened. We had Elon Musk took over Twitter. So Elon Musk bought Twitter. He, bought him out. They took his offer. They are crying and screaming and flipping out about it. It is absolutely glorious. I wish I had pulled up. Let me see if I can find real quick the call where they were just flipping the fuck out. It was beautiful, really. Let's see. I think I may have passed it by here, but there's a call in which there was an internal call, an all hands call, in which everybody is saying, hey, how are we going to deal with Elon when he has these crazy views, when he has these views that we don't agree with, that we don't like, that are horrible? How are we going to deal with this? Well, pretty much the response has been, suck it up, buttercup. It's happening. It's happening regardless. And the reaction from everybody has been insane. I mean, the takes have been everywhere. They're talking about on The View, him spreading misinformation. They're talking about how Elon is going to be, furthering free speech only for white males. That's another narrative I've heard out there, that free speech only applies for white males, which in itself is a racist, sexist statement. But we won't push that too hard. And I am loving the people that are leaving Twitter, but so many people are back on Twitter. It's absolutely insane. We can just go over to Twitter, and I'll just like pop over to Twitter real quick and show you guys some of the people that are back. It's absolutely fantastic. I wouldn't have expected some of the people that are back to be back. So we've got, I believe we've got here, let's see, we got Robert Malone is back. So he just came back, I think. Is this, nope, wrong Robert Malone. He just posted a little while ago. But essentially he got back after talking the truth about the jab, about everything that was going on. Let's see. He posted a little while ago. Let's see if we can find him real quick. No, I think he's actually back. Okay, maybe it's a fake account. Okay. There's a fake account. Okay, so he's still suspended. All right. So there was a fake account. I was tricked, guys, but a lot of people are still rolling back in. There are people being unsuspended. And the bigger news is that the followers are going up. So a lot of people, since they're being unbanned, they're coming back and they're following those accounts that they wanted to follow before. So you're seeing your followers go up. So I saw my followers on Twitter go up, I think at least 400 people so far over the last couple days. So a lot of the conservative accounts are getting bumps right now. And the funny thing is, the leftist accounts, they're either leaving Twitter or you're seeing their followers drop. Why is that? Well, I'm thinking Twitter is scrambling. I think they are absolutely freaking out because they know that Elon is going to get his hands on that code. He's going to get hands on what was going on behind the scenes, and he's going to find out that, hey, these people were being pumped, right? Now, look, I don't think Elon is going to save the world. I'm not an Elon is the savior of the world, but I do think free speech is going to be better for Twitter. Chris says Tucker Carlson is back. Believe that for sure. Memology 101 is back. Trump will be back. Yes, I think, Trump said, "Oh, I'm not going to come back," but I think that Trump will eventually get back on Twitter because the market is too big, and Trump likes to Trump's like the market. He likes to market to people. I think he just maybe has an exclusivity agreement with that platform. What is it? True Social, I believe, is his one. So I think he has maybe an exclusivity agreement. And that's why. So I think that's the only thing. But here's the bigger issue. As we saw this launched, we saw Biden take counter action. So here's the thing, guys. This is not a coincidence. This is 100% planned. This is 100% something they were planning to happen. Once again, here you go. Breaking April 27th. Biden administration creates Disinformation Governance Board under the Department of Homeland Security to fight misinformation. Guys, this is not bullshit. You can't make this up. Biden announces this amongst the news of Elon taking over Twitter. Are you fucking kidding me? This is 100% a response to this. This is the government taking action to counter the possible free flow of information. They can't allow you to get your news. They can't allow you to have free speech. This is a fight that's not going to be over. This is a fight that we're going to have to fight. But hey, it's a step in the right direction. Regardless of whether or not you like Elon, regardless of whether or not you think this is the savior or this is going to be, something that's more of a mixed bag, I think seeing Biden tip his hand like this, this is 1984 shit. A disinformation board? It's not the government's job to judge what is and is not proper speech. They should say the fuck out of that. This in and of itself feels like a violation of the First Amendment, just based on what they say. And specifically, they want to focus on Russia and irregular migration. What the fuck does irregular migration mean? This is really weird. Of course, Russia, because by the way, everything on the right is going to be linked to Russia. You saw what they did with Gonzalo Lira as a dating coach. They're like, oh, far right dating coach, men, misogyny, it's all Russia. So you're a man, you're linked to Russia. You're all Russian, you're Russian trolls, you're Russian bots. This is going to be the go-to, and you're going to be censored, or they're going to try to censor you with this board saying you're a homeland security threat. This is coming to the United States. This is insane. And you have this wokester over here who's in charge of it, Nina Janowitz. She's crazy. She's posted a lot of crazy posts in the past. It's really insane. So they've been planning this for, I think, 2 months, which is about how long, I think Elon's been contemplating taking over Twitter. There's a lot of other pushback that's been happening in the last 2 months. So guys, once again, this is not something that is a mistake. Here's the other scary thing too. Look what she did. She oversaw the Russia and Belarus programs at the National Democratic Institute. She has a fucking Ukraine flag in her goddamn Twitter profile. You think this is a person we can trust to give us fair and balanced information on Ukraine? Absolutely fucking not. These are all simps for Zelensky, who cover up the Nazis that are running around within Ukraine, that cover up the war crimes that Ukraine is committing. And make no mistake, I've talked about this with Scott in a future conflict. There are war crimes on both sides. I mean, this is something that's happening on both sides, but she's not going to be able to give us an objective reality. She's only going to give us the lies and only going to give us the disinformation. And she does look like a man. Thank you, Radix Verum. Shout out to Radix. By the way, Radix, I watched your full video on the Tinder swindler. Great video. Definitely want to have you back on. Let's do it next week when I'm back in Korea, so that my setup is more streamlined. But let's do that, because that was a great conversation. And thank you for covering the court case. It's amazing. So yeah, War Crime Wednesday. War Crime Wednesday. And everybody is in on it. Everybody's in on it. Based indeed. All right, guys. So that was what was going on there. But guys, let's have some laughs. Let's have some lulls. Let's check out mylegalmindset.locals.com because that's something that we all need in our lives here. And let's get some memes here before we move on and talk about some different stuff, and before I debunk more Disney bullshit. So we've got our memes over here in legalmindset.locals.com. Yes, Viking Queen, literally Black Viking. No, he's not really African. Well, if Elon is black, then I guess she's a Viking, right? All right. Oh, this is a good one. The Joe Rogan Experience wheel. Here's an example of the Twitter's left-wing bias. We have to take the context into consideration. Twitter's interpretation of the context is affected by their liberal bias. I would need to see an example of that. And around and around and around it goes. Ministry of Truth, a biography of Joe Biden's presidency. This is facts, because this is where it's going. First Amendment, Biden's Ministry of Disinformation. That sign won't stop me because I can't read. That's sad but true. Very true. In case you need to lose a boner fast, Elon Musk, Elizabeth Warren. Good shit. Right here, these guys are making memes. Oh, Brian Stelter. Oh, boy. Oh, no. Brian Stelter. Parag Angrawal tomorrow at Twitter HQ. Parag, probably not going to work here anymore. Yeah, that's true. White Castle and Burger King equals White King. I own a 9mm. It's loaded with hollow points. I know MMA. When I'm out with it, damn near nothing scares me. That's real. Love it. All right, Sean King. At its root, Elon Musk wanting to purchase Twitter is not about left versus right. It's about white power. The man was raised in apartheid by a white nationalist. Peace, brother. Peace out. Peace out, Sean King. Visual map of winning. Must bot Twitter. Travel mask mandate lifted. Title 42 stays in place. Spotify dropped Michelle Obama. CNN Plus died. Stewart found out nobody likes his show. Bomani failed again. Disney lost special tax status. Well, actually, Reedy Creek, the district, was disbanded. We'll get into that. Disney actually is not directly affected. They still should have to pay, and nothing should change for Disney, except for the fact they're going to have to pay for infrastructure that maybe they should have been paying for in the first place. Rogan announced 2 million new subscribers. Rittenhouse is suing Whoopi Goldberg. King deleted Twitter account. Hill failed again. Bro, these are all giant W's. I'm loving the W's, guys. Reverse. Twitter. Oh man, MAGA coming for those BLM Ukraine simps on Twitter. Oh my God, reading all over you in the urinals. Trump sees this trending up. The True Social's trending. Okay. We'll see. Trump. We'll see. Yes, we do consume each other's blood on occasion. There we go. You will support the current thing. Ministry of Disinformation. Sean King, new Twitter bio. I'm still here, motherfuckers. Wait, what? What the fuck? Why aren't you using dark mode? You use that on yourself, so why not on your phone? Oh, fuck, bro. Got him. Buddy, run away. So hilarious. So I told him, taxation is the price we live in a civilized society. Stockholm Syndrome. Yep. Somewhere in Portland has been planting pot plants in potholes. Portland's pothole problem is out of control. That's actually hilarious, honestly. I kind of like that. CNN Plus didn't even last as long as Jeffrey Toobin during a Zoom meeting. Oh, bro, that is savage. Okay, Clown World transformation here. Las Vegas shooting. Oh, damn, the cameras were down. Epstein suicided. Oh, damn, cameras were down. Jean-Luc Brunel suicided. Oh, damn, cameras were down. New York subway shooting. Oh, darn, cameras were down. Yeah, that's the thing. Nobody at all. Seriously, freaking nobody. Libertarians. Legalize mother-son marriage. Oh, bro. Oh, my God. That is so fucked. Right now would be a good time to talk about toxic femininity. Man, okay, let's leave it there because that is a great place to drop off. Toxic femininity, 100% real and 100% getting exposed in real time. And I'm glad for that. It needed to be exposed. Speaking of which, one thing I want to expose here on the channel is the result of my Twitter poll. So I had a Twitter poll here, and hopefully all of you guys are following my Twitter. If you're not, you are as heteroflexible as Jack Murphy. But on my Twitter, I had a poll, and it was a very important question, a very vital question, which is marry, smash, or yeet. Amber Heard, Meghan Markle, or Casey Anthony. And you guys can participate if you didn't participate in the chat. But, I like it if you go here for Twitter and get this here. This is the important questions of our time. Now, it seems like Jeff Harrison here, his response is the most common response, which is marry Markle, smash Heard, yeet Anthony. Okay? So this is the most common mix is to yeet Anthony. However, there are some deviants out there. Who, like Scott, for example, who said, smash Amber, marry Casey, yeet Meghan. See, and he says, I know the choice to marry Casey is controversial, but you only killed a kid. Meghan destroyed the entire royal family. The other thing I've heard about this is the other controversial one is that, people say, hey, if Casey gets pregnant, she'll take care of it. So I'm like, bro, that one, that combo is savage. There will be more smash, marry, yeet. Definitely more smash, marry, yeet on this channel. Used to live close to Casey Anthony. When I lived in Orlando, I would go by Casey Anthony's, the neighborhood where she was at all the time. The cop chick I dated lived right near her. She was about just as crazy as Casey Anthony, though. Dickie says, Mary Markle, smash Anthony, yeet Heard. Okay. I think yeet all three is what people said, but that's not playing the game, guys. You got to play the game. Okay. So, and yes, there is nothing wrong with destroying the royal family. I think the royal family needs to go. Definitely needs to go. Let me catch up. There's a super chat up here. Richard Dickey Discord says, keep up the mementics. Yes, of course. We all love the memes here on Legal Mindset. We are a meme-friendly channel. We're a very meme-friendly channel here. So let's jump into one topic. This is something I'm probably going to have to clip to deal with the simps and deal with the Disney simps and deal with the people who are insane. So let me break this down for you. This is once and for all ending the but my bonds argument with Disney, because all the people out there who don't know jack shit about the law in Florida, they don't know anything about special districts. They couldn't even name one other special district in Florida if I didn't tell them that, hey, you have ones right next to Disney, like Celebration, like Bonnet Creek, like Reunion, like Mystic Dunes. You have tons of neighboring special districts. They can either be formed under Chapter 189 or Chapter 190 of the Florida statutes. Ask me how I know. But people have been saying, oh, Andrew, you're just addressing the tax issues regarding Disney's special district. Oh, but the bonds, somebody has to take the bonds and the bonds aren't going to go away and yada, yada. No, listen up here, dumbasses. The bonds are levied on very specific property. They are levied on only the Disney property. That cannot be expanded beyond the Disney property. The general taxpayers cannot do that. If they try to enforce that, that will be thrown out. The case law is clear. The precedent is clear with every other special district in literally the state of Florida. If you try to impose a lien, impose a tax, impose anything outside of the boundaries of where it was originally assessed, that's not going to go well. If you need to do that, you have to have separate notice, separate hearing. You have to try to expand those assessments through a process. Orange County, Osceola County, they are not going to do that. Also, frankly, they'd have to consent to it because at this point, there's no clear benefit to them from those Disney improvements. The rest of the community at large, Osceola, Orange County, they don't benefit from those improvements. The only people who benefit are Disney and the Disney entities. So there was a horrible legal take that came up from the Miami Herald. This was forwarded to me by Valiant Renegade. Shout out to him in our podcast the other day. So here we go. This is a reply to our video. And this is from Andrew Blythe. He said, this article is from the Miami Herald concerning Disney World's response to Governor DeSantis. And this article was written by a Disney historian. So we're literally talking about a paid Disney simp. And by the way, whether they're Disney historians or whether they're lawmakers, these are all people that are paid to simp for Disney because Disney, they are a bunch of little bitches who cannot speak for themselves. They speak through their proxies rather than coming at you directly because that's how Disney rolls. The only time they will speak up directly is to simp for the LGBTQ++ community. That is it. Instead, they get their shills to go speak in the Miami Herald, and I like how it says Herald here, but let's accept that's a typo, right? To talk for them. So let's read this argument. They say, as Florida legislatures were rushing through the passage of the bill to repeal the special district that governs Walt Disney World last week, they failed to notice an obscure provision in the state law that says the state cannot do what the legislators were doing unless the district's bond debt was paid off. Disney, however, noticed, and Grizzly Creek Improvement District quietly sent a note to its investors to show that it was confident the legislature's attempt to dissolve the special tax district operating the 39 square mile parcel it owned in the two counties violated the pledge the state made when it enacted the district in 1967 and therefore was not legal. This is retarded on several levels, and I'm going to break down why. I'm going to break down why this is straight up dumb. Okay? Number one, that provision. It essentially says that the boundaries and powers are not going to be altered or moved. It never says that the district cannot be dissolved or disbanded. That's a different thing. Altering a boundary or moving a power or removing or adding a power is different than dissolving the district. This is the who's your daddy argument. And people need to understand who's your daddy. Because when you forget who's your daddy, you get out of line. And Disney has forgot who's their daddy. Or in this case, RCID, Reedy Creek Improvement District. They've forgotten who's their daddy. And listen, legal mindset here, I will always remind you who's daddy. Listen up. You've got different levels of government. You've got the federal, the state, your county, and your city. Your state, they're the daddy over the cities and the counties. That's right. They get to choose when a city, a county, or a special district gets the right to exist. They can wave their wand and they can disappear. That's the power of the state. They're above municipalities. They control municipalities. They control who can be a municipality. It's called preemption. It's Law School 101. Higher levels of government control. They can create and they can destroy. They brought you into this world and they can take you out, motherfucker. Basics. The state legislature created Reedy Creek Improvement District. They created the special district out of whole cloth. It created it from nowhere. It pulled it out of nowhere. And guess what? It pulled it out of nowhere at a time in which the legislators were paid off by Disney. At a time before the Florida State Constitution, before these other laws governing special districts were even a thing. And because of that, Disney got away with a lot of shit. Frankly, that provision shouldn't even be in there, but I'll get into that in a second. But the point is, if the state legislature created them, they can destroy them. Imagine this at the federal level. So imagine Joe Biden's in there. He creates this Ministry of Disinformation, right? Imagine that Congress, simping for this ministry, says that they cannot be disbanded. They cannot be disbanded. They cannot be disbanded ever. Is that actually a legal provision? Can Congress do that? So what if there's a re-election, right? In the fall, everything flips over. Republican House, Republican Senate. They come in and say, fuck the Ministry of Disinformation. And then the Democrats can sue to keep it around because there's a provision that says it can't be disbanded? No. If Congress brought it in, Congress can take it out. That's a ridiculous provision. It's a ridiculous argument. And the same argument would apply at the state level. It's ridiculous. If you have the power to create it, you have the power to destroy it at any time. Now, there is a concern about the bond debt, but that's dealt with under Florida law. Well, I'll talk about that. I'll give you a refresher on that again in a second. But it's dealt with clearly under Florida law. But if you can create, you can destroy. And saying that as long as there's bond debt out there, you cannot destroy a special district is so ludicrous to be insane. That essentially means that a special district can never be destroyed because special districts, spoiler alert, are always issuing debt because it is the cheapest way to finance things. It is tax-free, and you get bondholders to invest in it because it's AAA rated or AA rated. So they're able to get a prime investment in government debt that they can put on the tax roll and force you to pay no matter what. Much better than corporate debt. A corporation can fold. But a government, they can take from you. They can put it on the tax roll. And if you don't pay, in Florida, they sell tax certificates. And they will take your home, take your property, and they will sell that shit to the highest bidder. You are going to get paid if you buy a government bond like the ones issued by Reedy Creek Improvement District. You're going to get paid. It's going to come out of the roll. The tax roll, one way or another. So they're always going to issue bond debt. Bond debt is continually extended. In fact, in 2020, they did a new issuance to get more money to expand the roads. How do I know? Because at that time, I was doing deals with them, and they were talking about the bond money they were getting to expand the roads for their next generation transportation. Disney is thinking about putting in automated transportation, automated buses, automated shuttles, and they want to have a dedicated lane for that. I don't know if I just spoiled that or I just leaked information. It wasn't confidential because I was under no confidentiality agreement with Disney. Suck it, rat. However, to try to enforce that provision would be unconscionable. And you don't enforce unconscionable provisions. You don't enforce provisions that are ridiculous, that would effectively mean that the government can't do what it has the power to do. You just don't do it. So this argument is 100% bunk. Now, Reedy Creek can be confident But guess what? They're just trying to keep their investors in line, because what happened to Disney stock, people? It crashed. It tanked. It fell like, I don't know, it felt like Jack Murphy on a box of dicks. I mean, it was ridiculous. Or Jada Pinkett Smith into August Alsina's bedroom. That's what we're talking about right now. Yeah. I mean, it was ridiculous. So anyways, guys, that's what I have to say for Disney. This is a case closed. This is done. And listen, you Disney simps, go back to where you belong. Put on the ears, put on the tail, go back to your NAMBLA, go back to your, map communities, and leave normal people of the state of Florida alone, because we're out for your shit. We're onto your shit, and we're not going to put up with your woke agenda. Case closed. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. I was fired up there. I was fired up. All right, guys. Listen, man. I'm going to get in trouble for that one, but sometimes you just got to tell it like it is. Just sometimes you got to tell it like it is. Let me make sure I caught all the chats here and make sure I got everything caught up here. All right. So I am caught up. Okay, great. You've just been banned from Club 33. Oh, I am 100% banned from Disney. I will never ever get back into Disney at this point. All right. So guys, I'm going to give you a little skinny on what I've been up to and what I'm going up to this week. So I'm going to be covering a lot of stuff. Look, I'm here in Miami. I'm going to be doing as much recording as I can, but I'm going to be trying to also do some collaboration. So tomorrow I will be on Fresh and Fit, covering the Depp trial. We're going to break down some footage. It should be great. Hopefully we get some new subscribers in here. Should be really, really a lit chat. I'm looking forward to that. I'll be both on the mainstream talking about that, and then on the after hours talking with some lovely ratchet ladies in Miami. That should be hilarious. That should be absolutely hilarious. But it'll be fun. It'll be fun. It's good to be back. It's good to be back in Miami and back collaborating. I'm going to see who else I can collaborate while I'm down here. I'm going to obviously be hanging out with my good friend Josh from Tech Chief. As you know, I guys collaborate with him on my Redacted stream. So we're going to be hanging out, plotting what we're doing down here. And yeah, we're going to see what other collaborations I do. There's some other people that have reached out to me, seeing if they want to collaborate. And if we have time for it, it should be a lot of fun. I'm also going to be jumping on Legal Bites and getting on her stream when I can. Probably I will jump on tomorrow in the morning. So that should be pretty interesting as well. Guy Vermectin says, keep on trucking. I'm going to keep on trucking. So, guys, love you all. I'm going to be covering these topics, a lot of these topics as they come in. With Amber Heard, I think the biggest thing right now is that she's going to be testifying soon. And her testimony is going to be RIP. It's going to be case closed. It's going to be essentially, I think the case is going to be over after Amber Heard testifies. Based on her reactions, based on her behaviors, I have no doubt that she is going to flip out on Cross, that she's going to go absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. So, by the way, when I come back to the United States, I'm going to be doing more like meetups with folks and more collaborations. So I'm going to be back in the end of May. I'll try to meet up with like Uncivil. Shout out to Danielle. I know she's in Texas, so I'm going to be doing like more of a meetup then. I may actually do a Florida meetup, like an actual advertised one for my locals next time I'm in Florida, because I'll have a little bit more time. Also, I may try to see if I can meet up with Ricada. That would be really, really cool if we can do a collaboration, or if I can get up there and harass him. And I'm planning to be on Future Conflict tomorrow, jumping on his channel. I may not be able to be there the entire time, but I'm going to stop in a little bit for that. Ed says Biden's disinformation governance boards is for the promotion of their disinformation over not our truth, but the truth. Yes, 100%. 100%. I'm going to be covering that because, her psychoanalysis, Coach Willie Leotards, was that Amber Heard is a crazy person, and everybody agrees with that. Everybody agrees with that. That she is 100% crazy. I mean, there's no debating that. There's no debating that. By the way, as people say, gotta go genie mode if you hang out with Ricada. People are saying get on Nick's stream. Guys, I have been on Nick's stream. Have you not missed this? I was on his stream for the Me Poo moment, for the Amber Turd moment. I was on for that. One of my tweets is one of the things that made that trend initially. So that's listen. I'm going on with both. So I'm going to be on Ricada again on Legal Bites. I'm tag teaming. I'm going both. I'm playing both teams, guys. Don't get one-itis. Let me tell you one thing out there. Whether it's for a man or a woman, or for a business, or for anybody, you can't be stuck to one person. You got to play the field, baby. You got to see what's got to offer. Sometimes I want that sweet, sweet blonde Lithuanian goodness. Sometimes I want that Minnesota drunkenness. And sometimes I just want to, see a guy with a huge nose and, a questionable haircut, So you got to get a little bit of both, guys. Sometimes you want A, sometimes you want B. You get a little bit bored of A, you go to B. This is how you got to have the legal mindset. This is the legal mindset, guys. Get the best of both worlds. Live your best life. Be as happy as you can be, and be as free as you can be. Guys, I'm having a wonderful time down here. I hope you guys are too. I'm going to be back. Hopefully, Friday I'll be back, and I may be doing some weekend streams, so watch out. It may get spicy. There will also be some vlogs coming from Miami as well. That being said, guys, take care. Stay based. Oh, Hunter Dirty Roofer said the state of Washington is striking the word marijuana from the legal books due to inherent racism. Are you fucking surprised? Are you surprised? Oh, and Greg wants a prediction of the date author of the New York Rifle Pistol versus Bruin. I think the prediction, it's going to come out in June, and the author will be Thomas. That's my prediction. Thomas, June. Got it. So, guys, I love the dirty fuckers. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Stormy. I appreciate that. We do not use the same barber. Nick cannot afford my barber. I'm just throwing it out there. Nick is too poverty for my barber. I'm calling it. I'm calling it right now. It doesn't matter that one of his super chats could pay for the haircut. That doesn't matter. He's still too poverty. It's a mindset, guys. Anyways, take care. Stay based. And Contrarian says he knows I'm trying to end the stream, so he sent me $2. I love you, Contrarian. You're an asshole. And that's why I love this chat, because you guys are the best assholes out there. And I would not trade you for anybody else. That being said, take care. Peace. Catch you next time.